Books are amazing, aren't they? Just sitting there on that table, that book demands our attention. It expects a certain reverence. And if you think I'm overstating my case, look what we've done. We've created buildings. We've created houses of worship to the stories and information and data that we've produced over these hundreds of years. There's many components to a book. The cover certainly protects the contents inside the book, but it also acts as billboard, advertising what it is that we might find inside and enticing us to pick it up. The pages are paper canvas on which words and images are printed, conveying the meanings the author or authors intended. The spine is the foundation. It has the important job of maintaining order. It also catches our eye as we walk past the bookshelf, encouraging us to look again. We've built a whole set of mechanisms to find information within these objects, tables of contents, page numbers, and before Web 2.0, the index was our way of tagging content inside of a book. And what's happened is that we've come to a point where we're starting to question really what is a book? What is it like? What is it made of? And the very definition is being challenged. When I look at these devices, I don't see books. There's many who would disagree with me. I certainly see the words and I can understand the intentions of the author, but I don't see books. And for now, Oxford American agrees with me. They say that a book is written, printed, pages glued, bound in covers. It's a manufactured, produced object. And I think what's happened is for so long we've connected the form of the book with the format of a book that we're having a hard time seeing the difference. And there's a very important distinction. You know, when you look at other forms of media, we haven't had the same problem. Movies have been around for 100 or so years, and over time, technologies have forced us to different formats, whether Super 8 or VHS, DVD. But we don't forget what a movie is. It's really the same with music. I mean, we've had music as long as, or longer than our recorded history. And probably what started as sheet music as a way of recording, and that led to vinyl and cassette and MP3. But in the end, it's all music. We're left with this question of what happens when you separate 60 or 70 or 80,000 words from the pages that they're printed on. Is it still a book? When I read these sorts of books to my children, I wonder, is Mo Williams the same thing on the pages with his images and clever copy as it is on a tablet? And I'm still left wondering. There are dozens of formats that are competing for our attention. And my bet is that one of these acronyms will probably be what it is that we call electronic books. And it's important that we come up with a different word because they are different. People are surprised when I tell them that electronic books, when reading the Kindle, for example, there are no page numbers. One of the wonderful things about electronic books is that you can vary the size of the text based on your ability to read. And it changes what it is that a book is. I think Change This also did that. It created a new format to convey an age-old form, something that would work better in the digital world, in the laptop and monitor-driven computer world. I don't want to give you the impression that I'm not looking forward to this new electronic world. This image captures the connections that are going to be possible between these vast troves of knowledge. Kevin Kelly suggests that we're going to be able to take books apart and put them back together in whatever form we need to suit our task. He says a book is going to become liquid, and it's going to take the shape of the container in which it's put in. So when you think about a book, think a little bit harder about what it is that it actually means to you. And maybe wonder for a moment if we don't need a new word to describe what it is that we've loved so long about it. You can find more thoughts like these at toddsatterston.com.